The semifinals are set in the Big South Conference Tournament. The number 1 seed Winthrop Eagles will take on the 4 seed Gardner-Webb Bulldogs, while in the other semifinal game, it'll be the number 6 Radford Highlanders against the 7th seeded Campbell Camels. Now, the Winthrop Eagles and the Gardner-Webb Bulldogs played twice this year. Winthrop swept both meetings. Those games won by the Eagles a combined 8 points. But, Dave, in the quarterfinals, it was anything but for the two schools.
Yeah, Winthrop got off to an early lead against Charleston Southern, but then the Buccaneers came back. The Eagles got back-to-back three-pointers from Rod Perkins and Xavier Cooks, and that kind of distanced themselves, and they went on to a relatively easy victory. It was the type of game where you got a lot of contributions. Xavier Cooks was good. Keon Johnson went over 2,000 points in his career. As for Gardner-Webb, boy, they just laid it to a high point. They were good early, they were good late, and Coach Tim Kraft said this was one of their better games in terms of execution.
Just thought it was a game offensively we were really, really good. Probably as good as we've been all night or all year. Shot the ball extremely well from the three-point line, didn't turn the ball over. And that, I think, fueled our defense, and I think we were pretty good defensively, but we really had a great night.
Dave, you mentioned execution. Xavier Cooks in 2 games against the Running Bulldogs, 43 points and 19 rebounds. But in the third rematch, if you will, he's going to need a little more help.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Xavier Cooks is a nightmare matchup for almost any team. Now, in both of those games against Gardner-Webb, the Running Bulldogs won the battle of the boards. So Winthrop's going to have to use their depth. These are the 2 deepest teams in the league. They score the most bench points in the league. In fact, they're 2 of the 6 best bench scoring teams in the Big South in the last 10 seasons. As for Winthrop, they've got an extra man on the bench as well.
You've seen the student turnouts that we've had at our games this year, and I think they know that we have a big weekend ahead of us, so I hope all those kids that were here tonight don't go pack that suitcase and they stay tucked up in their dorms tonight and tomorrow and get back out here big and loud like they were tonight.
The last time the Eagles were the unanimous preseason pick in the Big South Conference, they were the number 1 seed in the conference tournament. That's a situation Winthrop find themselves this season. And they did it on this very floor, and they'll have a chance to get to the finals Friday night here at Winthrop Coliseum. Game time right around 8:30. Hope you'll join us on the Winthrop Sports Network.